The reason why I say that true Christianity is not a religion and that it is actually spirituality is because of the concept of salvation, which is a concept that most Christians can't even articulate. So here's what it means. The reason why you had to specifically believe in Jesus Christ in order to be saved in the first century when Jesus Christ lived is because Jesus Christ came down at a point of history right before the destruction of Jerusalem by the Roman armies. Had you listened to what Jesus said and you had still been alive at the time, you would have completely missed that catastrophe. Had you not listened to Jesus Christ in that first century and still been alive at the time Jerusalem would have been destroyed, you would have either been slaughtered or sent captive into the nations. Now that was the immediate physical aspect of salvation back then. However, there is a spiritual reality to salvation that applies to us today, which is exactly why I say Christianity is spirituality. The spiritual aspect of salvation has everything to do with our conscience. And that is because death, according to God, has a lot more to do with our mind and our conscience being guilty before God than it does our physical bodies dying. Yes, Jesus Christ physically raised from the dead as a sign, but death, according to the Bible, came into the picture the moment that Adam did wrong and was guilty before God. Why? Because perfect love cannot exist where there is guilt. And this is exactly why Adam lived for 900 plus years after he died according to God. And this is exactly why we feel that guilt every time we do something we know internally is morally wrong. There is absolutely nothing we can do ourselves that will clarify our conscience of that guilt, which is exactly why we need an external source, an example of perfect love that will clarify our conscience of that guilt. Why? Because where there is perfect love, there is no fear, and guilt is intrinsically connected to fear, which is exactly the point of salvation.